And then Mars into Gemini. I was just thinking about that with it. And because here's those eights again, we've been talking about eights. Because why were we talking about 8 last time? In our last video, there was something, maybe it was
Mars.
Jupiter.
Mars is going
yeah.
back to 8 degrees Gemini when it goes to 26, and then it goes back to 8 Gemini, I think.
Yeah. It's but we've got that at 8 degrees that Jupiter and
Venus
will be at 8, yeah. And then a couple of days later, on the 20th, we have Mars going into Gemini. So get ready, because it's going to be in Gemini until March next year. So wherever Gemini is in your chart, wherever Gemini is in your chart, get used to Mars, because it's going to get all the way through to about 25 degrees. So almost all the way through the sign, and then it's going to stop and retrograde. And it'll get back as far as 8 degrees, like Donna was saying. And then it, will stop. That will be in January next year. 12th of January, it'll station direct. And then it's got to get through all that sign again. So, yeah. So what are we now? August, and it's going to go up to March. So it's about 7 months.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It is a very long time. It is excruciating long time, especially if you're a Taurus rising like I am. It's going to happen in my second house. So that's my house of finance. And I already know I need a new computer. So yeah, cha-ching. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know.
Mars does like to burn up in the second house, doesn't it?
Burn up money. Yeah.
I think burns a hole in your pocket. Money burns a hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's going to be my 6th, and but thankfully I'm a night chart, so it's not my malefic contrary to sex, so it might not be so harmful. Hopefully, touch wood.
Yeah, I wonder when the last time Mars was in Gemini for this long of a time. I wonder what years I was living through. I'll have to look that up.
But it's interesting. Yeah. Actually, I'm really curious to see that. That would be really interesting to go back and see.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some articles on that, I think.
Oh, yeah. I bet you it would have a lot of impact.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. Because Mars only retrogrades about every 2 years. So, yeah. So last year it didn't retrograde. So this year it's going to hang around for 7 months. Gemini.
Be in one sign for 7 months. And if you are born in the daytime, it's going to be more of a malefic planet for you. And if you already know, then you can kind of, brace yourself. And, like for me, I've already started saving for my computer and, other things. It helps you, even though it's going to be there for 7 months. You can mitigate it by, doing some extra saving, or, don't go climbing up on some high mountain if where would Mars be for, if you were a day chart, don't go climbing up on a high mountain, when it's in your 6th house, or, but if you were, a fighter, if you were like a WWE or, mixed martial arts, and you were a fighter and that Gemini were in your 10th house, that might be a very good advancement. I mean, it might give you that drive, so
yeah,
depends on how you look at Mars.
Yeah, well, that's true too. And when it's retrograde, that's just kind of like, you're not going to have that forward motion. Mars likes to move forward, and when it retrogrades, it's going backwards. So
yeah,
it can be a little bit frustrating.